I'll tell you, I've been so excited and been thinking about this for the 6 years I've been at URI, and I know it's been talked about for even longer than that. But the idea of our Student Athlete Development Center now coming to fruition, where construction's been taking place now for about 2 months, or I should say destruction at this phase. Soon we'll be starting to really build on the three main areas of focus that we have. Our brand new state-of-the-art weight room, some upgrades and updates to our training room, and a whole new academic suite. So it's really going to be fantastic for all of our 500 student athletes. You know, we have some great facilities at URI, the Ryan Center, Meade Stadium with some of the upgrades that have taken place between the new stands that were built, the new press box that's been done, the brand new tennis courts and soccer practice areas. So there's a lot of good things that the university's been doing. But this is a really important construction project that is going to put us in position to compete with certainly all the programs in the Atlantic 10, all the programs in the CA from a football perspective, and I'd say even more than that from a national perspective. We had a lot of work to do in that area, and we knew that was certainly where we were missing from a recruiting opportunity, as well as really training our student athletes. So I think this is going to put us in position to really be competitive. But you know, this project, when it's completed and sometime in September, you know, we're going to be sitting back and saying, what's next? I think this facility is going to be state-of-the-art. Let's go take a tour. You guys are going to love it. Here we go. So this is going to be a new or a renovated weight room area. It's going to be about just under 8,000 square feet. It's going to be a great setup for all of our student athletes to be working out. The entire football program can work out at the same time here, which is something that we haven't been able to do ever. As you look in the back corner over there where the workers are, that's going to be 12 different racks to lift, bench, squat. This whole area up here, this third of the complex is going to be artificial turf. So that's going to be a great moving space for the way training is today compared to what it was 20 years ago is completely different. So that's going to be something that makes us very unique. I've never been to a weight room, Division I weight room, that's had that right built into their strength and conditioning complex. Again, when we think about training mind, body, and spirit, it's going to be an area for our student athletes to really focus on with sort of a mental preparation. So it's going to be a really special place. On these walls, from a training perspective, there'll be big screen TVs up along the walls that we'll have workouts for all of our student athletes to see, so the training will be a lot easier for them. And again, as I pointed out before, this basically from here down will be the artificial turf area, and that window over there is going to be a wall window, almost floor to ceiling, that's going to bring in a lot of natural light into the complex. Right now, we're in what was and will continue to be our athletic training room. And so this is really going to get, again, major overhaul. Originally we talked about sort of new painting, new carpets, new rugs, sort of, but we've really elevated it to even a greater level of treatment for our student athletes. So come on in and take a look. Now up here in this upper level, we have offices for all of our trainers. It's a great area for our student athletes to have, you know, one-on-one meetings with trainers. Down here is, as you can see, has been completely gutted. Where you can see on the other side of that beam is going to be a hydrotherapy pool, something again state-of-the-art, allowing us to really treat our student athletes in a first-class way. We hope to be in this sometime by mid to late August, around when football comes back and returns in the men's women's soccer programs. And folks from Tower Construction are doing a great job, working real hard and really moving this forward. So this is the final area of the renovation. This is our academic support area, and this is actually our old training room that's been really been vacant for probably 8 or 9 years. This is going to be a student athlete lounge where student athletes will be able to come in and study, spend some time, you know, after class and before practice, or into their own space, and they can just hang out. So it's something that we've never had before, so we're really excited about that. I think it's going to make a real big difference for them. You know, this space was vacant and it hadn't been used, so you know, to be able to take a part of a facility that's quite old and really turn it into a first-class complex is something that, again, I think is a smart way of going about this project. So this, as you can see, is a great space. Quiet. This is actually a quiet end of the building. There's not a lot of traffic down here. So it's a great place for studying, academics, and so forth. And as you can sort of see, just sort of on the other side through here, there'll be a room for about 50-seat study hall area. We have a computer lab and private tutorial carrels over here, and then down this side will be a great place that we just haven't had for our student athletes to have study hall that'll be open, throughout the day and into the evening. We're scheduled to be completed soup to nuts sometime in September, maybe early October, but we think they're moving so quickly, and I know that the folks from Tower Construction and all their subcontractors are doing such a great job that they'd like to get in even sooner than that if possible. But anytime you're working on an old building like this, you may come across some things you weren't expecting, but so far so good, things are really plugging away.